The Afghan Taliban forces retaliated on Saturday, striking across the border into Pakistan in response to a deadly Pakistani attack on Afghanistan earlier in the week. Media reports confirmed at least one Pakistani paramilitary soldier was killed and several others injured in the cross-border clash. Meanwhile, the UN has called for an investigation into the civilian casualties, urging accountability for the deadly Pakistani airstrikes on Afghan soil.
The Afghan Taliban forces retaliated back and hit places across the border into Pakistan on Saturday. Media reports state at least one Pakistani paramilitary soldier was killed and 7 others injured in the ensuing exchange of fire. Afghanistan said this was in response to the Pakistani attack that took place on Tuesday, in which 51 from Afghanistan were reportedly killed. The statement from the Afghanistan's defense ministry said several points beyond the hypothetical line were targeted in retaliation from the southeastern direction of the country. Afghanistan had strongly condemned Pakistan for violating its sovereignty following a series of airstrikes on its eastern Paktika province on Tuesday night, resulted in the deaths of civilians, including women and children, and issued a warning of retaliation. A Taliban minister stated that such airstrikes on the Afghanistan border will not go unchallenged.
Especially in Afghanistan, the Afghan nation and people expect good relations, reciprocity, and good policy from neighboring countries. But in the meantime, when such a brutal and aggressive invasion occurs, it is unacceptable and will not go unchallenged.
While the UN assistance mission in Afghanistan said in a social media post that it had received credible reports that dozens of civilians, including women and children, were killed in airstrikes by Pakistan's military forces in Paktika province on 24th of December. Mission has called for an investigation to ensure accountability and prevent recurrence and uphold victims' rights. Afghans have suffered more than 40 years of conflict, natural disasters, chronic poverty, food insecurity, COVID-19 pandemic, and most recently, a changeover in government authorities. The events leading up to the Taliban's takeover of Kabul in August 2021 intensified instability and violence in Afghanistan, causing even more human suffering and displacement. With inputs from Ravindra Chauhan, DD India.